Hey everyone! Today we're taking a look at DriveCSX, a mobile car crash simulator from Honan Studio. Let's jump into the menus. 3 big tiles: Scenarios, Free Roam, Premium. We're going Scenarios. Full grid this time. Extreme Track, Explosive, Dual, 9 total. Honan Studio's been busy in this alpha. Let's try Distance, Level 5. Spawning the Sonar Motor 44. Black Coupe. Twin orange stripes down the middle. Looks like DriveCSX's in-game version of a BMW M2 or M4. Wide city avenue, midday. Light traffic to start. Climbing through the gears. Ready, set, crash. Okay, the game's not pretending this ends well. Yeah, DriveCSX wanted a punchline and it got one. Front end exploded, windshield gone, car doing a full forward flip down the asphalt, sparks shooting off the roof, and it lands back on its wheels. 140, 160, engine still running. The soft body system holds up. This is where it gets ridiculous. The car looks like a crushed soda can. Roof caved in, hood folded into an accordion, rear bumper hanging off, windshield completely gone, and it's still driving. At this point, I just want to see how long DriveCSX will let this thing live. The suspension's clearly compressed flat. Oh no, I'm losing control. And we've crashed. Done. Driver side into the column. Full stop. That's a long way to drive on a totaled car. Most physics games would have ended that run at the first crash. The damage model holds together even when the chassis is visibly bent. Main menu, Scenarios again. Going for speed camera this time. Level 5, the highest tier. We're stepping up. New car for this one. Neon yellow hypercar. Top mounted exhausts, Ultra plate. Looks like the in-game answer to a LaFerrari or a McLaren P1. Just drive. And here's a nice touch. Game just snapped to cockpit view automatically. Elevated highway, nighttime, city skyline lit up in the distance. Speed lines on the edges of the screen kick in past 250. This is one of DriveCSX's better looking maps, and the exhausts are flicking out blue flames every gear shift. Plus 10 seconds. Nice. 299 through the line. One short of 300. That's almost personal. Quick menu work, into the vehicle select. Going for the Utah Off-Roader 85, 4-wheel drive, 97 brake horsepower, 1,540 kilos. Ridiculous off-road tires, exposed neon green springs, black roll cage in the bed, DriveCSX's idea of a rally truck. Cinematic flyover of the next track. And this one's a serious obstacle course. White tiled half-pipes. Huge red pillars stuck vertically through the road, set in a grassy valley surrounded by water. Spawn. Stay in one piece. Right. Drop into the half-pipe, weaving between the red pillars. And DriveCSX dropped a surprise on me. Massive gray boulders rolling down the track. Trying to swing right. Yeah, hit the driver's side at 120. That's a restart. Round 2. Same track, fresh truck. Wider line this time. More speed into the half-pipe. Pillars on the left. Riding up the right wall to avoid them. And full barrel roll. 360 in the air. Lands back on all 4 wheels. Doesn't lose a single kilometer of speed. I will absolutely take credit for that. Boulder rolling across. Big ramp coming up. 221 off the kicker. Through the finish banner. Confetti explosion. And nosedive directly into the grass. Alright, switching gears entirely. Out of scenarios, into free roam. Picking the grid map location, then vehicle select. Going for the Marathon GND01. Boxy green SUV with a spare tire on the back. DriveCSX's take on a G-Wagon, basically. But instead of clicking Spawn, we're going into Edit. Time to see what DriveCSX's customization studio can actually do. Starting with body. Color palette opens up. Full RGB picker, plus 2 separate sliders for metallic and glossiness. Dragging the reticle around the yellow-orange zone. And there it is. Stock green just turned into metallic gold. The reflections off the body panels are doing the work here. Every curve catching a different highlight as the camera orbits. Wheels next. 23 options to cycle through. Small icon at the side shows you which one you're on. Starting from option 1, clicking through, multi-spoke silver, chunky off-road, big concave race rims. The previews update on the car in real time, which is the right call. No need to apply each one to see how it looks. There's also a wheel color picker in the top right corner. Going all the way to option 23. Dark gray 5-spoke star rims, wrapped in proper racing slicks. License plate tab, Ultra. Yellow checkmark to confirm. Keeping the theme. The rear plate was already Ultra by default, by the way. Decals tab. This is where DriveCSX gets dangerous. Massive library. Anime characters, abstract graffiti, logos, patterns, racing numbers. Hundreds of options. Picking an anime girl. Pink hair, black and white top. Placing her square in the middle of the gold hood. Sure, why not? And just like that, the entire mood of the car changed. Driver's side door panels next. Picking a black and red abstract graphic. Stylized white eye, jagged smile, kind of menacing edgelord energy, stretching it across both doors. The bounding box scales everything proportionally, but you can override that and pull it asymmetrically if you want. Then, and this is a really clever feature, the decal itself has its own paint and glossiness sliders. So dragging the color reticle into the red zone, tweaking the gloss, and the decal now matches the metallic finish of the gold body. It actually blends in instead of looking like a sticker slapped on top. That's a thoughtful design choice. Most games don't give you per decal material properties. Walking around to the back, the Marathon GND has that big spare tire cover hanging off the tailgate, which is basically free decal real estate. Picking a circular black and red pattern, applying it dead center on the spare, rotating it to line up just right. 3 decals down, the car is starting to look like it has an actual theme. Chaotic, but a theme. DriveCSX is doing proper layering here. Decals stack, they don't merge. Quick check on the side panels. Camera orbits a little to see the angle better, micro-adjusting the position of the graffiti. DriveCSX's editor is precise enough for this kind of work. Going back to the decal library, picking the same anime girl again, second instance, and placing her on top of the abstract background that just covered her. DriveCSX doesn't even flinch at the layering, rotating her slightly clockwise. This is the kind of composition you can only get with a proper stacked decal system. A, B, C, text tab, on-screen keyboard, text input box. Typing 666, dropping it on the bottom edge of the driver's door. Looks tiny. Scaling it way up, repositioning. White text now sitting over the red graphic on the driver's side doors. Edgelord mode officially activated. DriveCSX is not censoring the text input, which, I mean, it's the player's car, but most mobile games would filter that out. Not happy with the placement. Camera elevated. Looking down at the hood layout. Indecisive day in the studio. The 666 is gone. The text idea is scrapped entirely. And passenger side is completely bare. Just gold paint. No decals on this side. DriveCSX doesn't auto mirror. You have to do it manually, which is more work, but it also means asymmetric builds are allowed. Fair trade. Pulling up the decal library one more time. Same black and red eye and smile graphic that's on the driver's side. Placing it on the passenger doors, eyeballing the symmetry. Both sides now wear the same wrap. Final count? 6 decals applied, anime hood layered, graffiti mirrored, plus the spare tire piece on the back. And there it is. Metallic gold G-Wagon. Racing slicks, anime girl wrapped in red abstract on the hood, mirrored graffiti down both sides, ultra plates front and back. That is exactly the kind of build DriveCSX's customization studio was designed to enable. Whether it's tasteful, that's a separate conversation. But the system works, and it goes deeper than any mobile crash game I've seen. Well, that's all for today, folks. Thanks for watching. Hit subscribe if you enjoyed this, and catch you next time.